Yeah. The fanatic. But we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina. Upstate, A64. Yeah. The FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I.
Welcome into the Fanatic Sports Show for sports fans by a sports fan. It is your boy, Coach and I got the delusional South Carolina fan, the Stat Guy, with me. What's up, Stat Guy?
Hey, what's going on, Coach?
Hey, man, we in here, man. The season is coming to a close, and you guys got one of the best offenses in the nation coming into town. The Tennessee Volunteers versus the South Carolina Gamecocks. Night game at Willie B. How you feeling, Stat Guy? How you feeling just going into the weekend, man?
Hey, man, when Willie B's a slaying, you know the Gamecocks are playing, and I think she's going to be swaying Saturday night.
Let's talk about a quick recap, man. This past weekend, man, Tennessee blasted Missouri. In the preview that we did, I said that Tennessee could have an emotional, kind of hangover, lull type deal, and they did. They came out slow. Missouri came out fired up. It was a noon snoozer game. At one point, it was 28-24, and then Tennessee just rolled off 38 straight. Like, hey. As I said also in the preview, I know some Tennessee fans tried to tell me they wasn't going to have no hangover. They was going to be pissed off. Well, they were pissed off in the second half, but in that first half, they was, snoozing. Not to mention Missouri, statistically is a top 20 defense. But Tennessee just had too much for them. It's crazy at the end with the second stringers in, nonetheless. Hypo decided to go for it instead of kneeling and scoring another touchdown. And I think some people on social media was like, that was bad. Listen, man, in the immortal words of Steve Spurrier, I'm here to score. It's my job to score. It's your job to stop me. So whatever the reason was, it is what it is. Hypo did it 66-24. They punished Missouri. On the other side, we also had some fans try to tell me that the Gamecocks was going to stomp Florida. Hey, man, it's like this. I tried to tell them, man, you don't just go in the swamp. I know Florida's not a great team, but you don't just go in the swamp and stomp Florida. Like, not to mention your offense has been up and down. I know you even said that, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, been friends with Jeff for a long time, man. He's a delusional he's a delusional South Carolina fan, but I can admit, Jeff, I have met some more delusional Gamecock fans than you in the comments, dog.
Hey, look, there's one simple way to brush last weekend under the rug. God intended for college football to be played under the lights, not in the middle of the afternoon. The Gamecocks proved that week in and week out. We've yet to win a game that was not a nighttime kickoff. So, look, man, this week coming up, we're playing football the way the good Lord intended, under the bright lights of a Carolina sky. And by the way, the Gamecocks are undefeated playing at night. Just throwing that out there.
That is true. And as we've seen, listen, I do not expect the South Carolina crowd to be as loud as the one that was in Athens that caused the 7 false starts against Tennessee, because that was a different type of game. But Willie B does get loud. I've been there multiple occasions, especially at night. And I don't care what the record is, South Carolina fans will be into the game. So it's not like they're going to, not show up. So let's go ahead and talk about the South Carolina offense versus the Tennessee defense. Tennessee defense that has improved, over the course of the year. You know what I'm saying? I know some of the numbers probably won't back that claim, but if you watch the game, they aren't that bad, especially against the run. And then South Carolina on offense, I mean, everybody knows that, even the South Carolina fans, you see it on social media, the offensive play calling has been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? One positive, though, you got a healthy Dak Joyner back. He was, helping in the mix. So hopefully Marshawn Lloyd's 100% this weekend as well. Give me some numbers on the South Carolina offense going against that Tennessee defense.
Yes, I'll start it with the Tennessee Vols defense. You're talking about a defense that only gives up 4 yards on the ground a game. You're looking at through the air, while they get blasted for their secondary not being that great, they're only giving up 288 a game through the air. And then you're looking at a defense that's only given up 21 points. And so the offense that we're going to put out there, man, look, Marshawn Lloyd didn't travel for a second straight week. I mean, what is he? Are we actually going to see him this weekend? Is this more than just a deep thigh bruise as it's being reported for his injury? But you're looking at a South Carolina team that only scores 28 points a game. They only rush for 123, and they only pass for 228. Not terrifying numbers for any offense, much less that of a Power 5 team in the SEC.
No, none of those numbers sound good. So for South Carolina, let's hope that they was just making sure Marshawn was 100% for a game like this. I mean, it's not that they don't want him against Florida, but if he wasn't 100%, there's no need to, injure him more. But I think you definitely need a healthy dose of Marshawn Lloyd if you stand to keep this game, respective. Because on the other side of the ball, we already know what Tennessee's offense can do. You know what I'm saying? They body blow you with the run game, with Hendon Hooker and T Small and I forget the number 20's name, but he's good as well. And in the backfield, they body blow you and then they hit you over the top with Hyatt and Brew McCoy and Tillman going deep. And they run at a breakneck pace. So if you're not lined up, it'll look even worse. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we already know, I think Tennessee's a top 2 scoring offense in the nation. I think yardage-wise, they're top 2 or 3. The numbers, I know you got the specific numbers, but we watch it every Saturday. And South Carolina on the defensive side, what is the defensive numbers looking like for South Carolina and in hopes to try to slow this offense down?
Yeah, you're looking at 26 points a game. Their pass defense is actually pretty stout, only giving up 194 yards a game through the air. The problem is they're giving up 192 yards a game on the ground. And that is brutal heading into a Tennessee team that runs to set up their pass, they establish a run, and then they air it out over the top once they get you looking in the backfield or walking guys up to the line of scrimmage. And so speaking on that Tennessee offense, it's not just good, it's world-class. I mean, you put it up there against kind of the LSU 2019 when you talk about what they're capable of doing. 47 points a game, 195 yards on the ground. Then you're talking about 348 through the air. So putting up almost 550 yards of total offense a game, and they got the scores to prove it. With throwing in the 47 a game. I mean, just a dynamic offense as dynamic comes. And that's what's rolling into Willie B, and we got to try to stop it.
Yeah, man. Those numbers are gaudy and just elite, even considering they only, they didn't put up that many points, yards against Georgia. They still are averaging 550, dog. That is bananas. Honestly, I know that they are one of the most lethal passing attacks in the nation, but the way to slow Tennessee down is to stop the run. And unfortunately, from those numbers you gave me and from watching the game, man, South Carolina just isn't good at stopping the run. So if you can't slow the run down for Tennessee, bro, it could get ugly early. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get to the predictions, man. And before you do, I know you're going to give me the over-under, and you're going to give me the point spread. I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm taking Tennessee and whatever the spread is. So go ahead and give me the numbers.
So the over-under is 66, and they have Tennessee coming into Willie B at night. The same Willie B at night, by the way, that did cause 8 false starts against the Texas A&M offensive line. So we can cause false starts as well. We get rowdy down in Columbia. Tennessee's favored by 21.5.
Yeah, give me Tennessee to cover the spread. Now I just want to know if Tennessee by themselves can cover the over-under. Give me Tennessee falling short of the over-under 45-10.
Hey, man, look, telling you, here's what to watch for Saturday night. The single game record for passing yards in a game was by Jake Bentley in a Clemson game that while we were moving the ball left and right and scoring late in the second half, we were never really in. He went for 510. My prediction for Saturday night is that we see them finally open up the passing side of the offense a little bit, and Spencer Rattler surpasses that and breaks a single game passing record for South Carolina. He's going to go for at least 530. And you know what? Let's just go all in. Tennessee fans, I've pissed you off once before. Why not do it again? Y'all are coming into Willie B. Bye-bye hopes to the college football playoffs because y'all are leaving after getting beat 49-47 by my Gamecocks. We're going to find the offense. Bring it on. Go Cox.
There it is, Tennessee ball fans. Stat guy has called his shot like Babe Ruth. Give us your score predictions and how delusional on the scale of 1 to 10 is the stat guy. South Carolina fans, if you believe you got a chance to keep this thing close and you back the stat guy, let us know that as well. Hey, man, for the stat guy, Coach I, fat at it, man. We delusional all around. We out.
Like it's that valley. I call my dogs out the pound, let's go eat. Turn on the fanatic, let's have a debate. Who really hold down the Southeast from state to state? What team hungry gonna eat everything up off they plate?